Om Shanti Sanjay.
Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Om Shanti. Today's Avyakt Murli is of 1st of December 1983, where Baba is talking about the three rights of happiness, peace, and purity. Here is a picture of million of sweet children and sweetest Bap. That the sweetest father is celebrating a meeting with his sweet children in the sweet home. Baba is talking about three lines of special rights on the forehead of the children. Fortune and the lines of right to happiness. Baba is telling the fortune and the lines of the rights to happiness are very clear and deep. Even in adverse circumstances, adverse situations, with the rights obtained from the ocean of happiness, with the enlightenment of knowledge of Vah, sweet Rama Vah, the part of every actor, and with the happiness of their rights, the children transform any sorrow into happiness. With the rights, they transform the darkness of sorrow. Right to the inheritance of peace, those who make peaceless ones peaceful, who constantly gives rays of peace to others, can never let go of their religion of peace or the right to peace. The line of right of purity, spiritual personality and the royalty of purity are visible in pure soul and fortunate souls. Baba is also talking about the children who are merged in the unbroken love, such child who can't remember anything else except father and service. While talking to Dadiji, Baba tells that you are special decoration of father and Madhuvan. So let's start today's Murli. The essence of the Murli, the three rights of happiness, peace, and purity. Today, Bap Dada is seeing his loving, long lost, and now found beloved children. Each child has reached his home to celebrate a meeting with deep love. This land is said to be your home, the doorway of the bestower. This praise belongs to the sweetest, to the sweet home. The sweetest father is celebrating a meeting with his sweet children in the sweet home. When we talk about sweet, that means the children who are really obedient to Baba, the children who really love Baba. And Baba says, when there is muhabbat, then only you can follow Srimad. If you have muhabbat with Bap Dada, you follow the Srimad of Bap Dada. And when you follow the Srimad of Bap Dada, you become sweet. As the word sweet, the first letter S itself tells that the child is in soul conscious state. And when you are in soul conscious state, W, you become wonderful. And E, you become embodiment of knowledge. And another E, enlightenment is there. And D, transformation. You transform the world from negativity to positive. So Baba is talking about those sweet children, and Baba is telling the sweetest father is celebrating a meeting with his sweet children with their right hand. Baba is also talking, when talks about children, he talks about that the children are there, his right hand. So the sweetest father is celebrating a meeting with his sweet children who are Baba's right hand in the sweetest home. Today, Bab Dada is especially saying 3 lines of special rites on the foreheads of each child. There are 3 lines on each one's forehead because one is a child. In terms of being a child, everyone has rights, but they are number wise. In the case of some children, their fortune and the line of their right to happiness are very clear and deep. No matter how many adverse situations arise or how many waves of sorrow come to create sorrow in them, they are ignorant of the word sorrow. Even in adverse situations, with the rights attained from the ocean of happiness, with the enlightenment, the knowledge of Vah, sweet Rama, Vah, the part of every actor, and with the happiness of their rights, they transform any sorrow into happiness. With their rights, they transform the darkness of sorrow. They become master bestowers of happiness, and they not only constantly swing in the swings of happiness themselves, but they also become nimit, they also become instruments to give vibrations of happiness to others. Baba always tells, to give happiness to others, you have to fill yourself with happiness. To make others understand, you have to understand. To make others experience, you have to experience yourself. In this way, the lines of their right to happiness are very clear and deep, and so no one can erase them. Those who try to erase them would change, but they themselves would not. They take a drop of happiness from the master bestowers of happiness. Baba saw with this type of lines, this is called being number one fortunate. You were told that the sign of number one is to win. Baba tells, sign of number one means number one की निशानी है win, सफलता. The second line is that of peace. All of you believe peace to be your original religion. Do you not? This is what you tell everyone, is it not? What has been said in terms of religion? You will not renounce your religion even if you have to die. You may lose your head, but you won't let go of your religion. Those who have a right to the inheritance of peace and happiness can never let go of peace. Those who make peacelessness once peaceful, who constantly give rays of peace to others, can never let go of their religion of peace or their right to peace, no matter what happens. This is called being number one in the line of the second right. The third is the line of purity. All children are pure souls. Nevertheless, which child has the fortune to claim the number one right? One through whose behavior and face one can experience the personality of purity and royalty. In worldly life, too, worldly personality and royalty are visible, but the spiritual personality and the royalty of purity are visible in the fortunate children. This is called the line of the number one fortune of purity. Today, Baba was seeing these lines of rights of all children. All of you can also see your lines of rights, can you not? Check whether you have attained all three rights. Whether you have attained all three rights. Have you claimed the full right of a percentage of it? If you have even a percentage at the confluence age, there will be a percentage throughout the cycle. There will be a percentage of the worthy of worship status. There won't be full worship, and there will be a percentage even of the reward. Acha, today the majority are new ones. New ones in knowledge and so old ones. Call yourself new children or the children who have a right every cycle. You have come to your place once again to claim your rights. Who has the greatest happiness? Each one of you would think, I have. Do you believe this? Or is it that some have greater happiness and others have less? Even Bap Dada has to come especially to give the children who have all rights a right to a special meeting. Does the father have greater love for the children? Or do the children have greater love for the father? बाबा का बच्चों से ज्यादा प्यार है कि बच्चों का बाबा से ज्यादा प्यार है? Who has unbroken love? Bap Dada places the children ahead of himself. And like we understand that yes, Baba's love is always greater than love of the child. Because the child forgets Baba. But Baba never forgets the child. So who has unbroken love? Bap Dada places the children ahead of himself. Children first. If the children did not remember him or love him, to whom would the father respond? This is why the children are at the front and the father is behind them. The children always have to be made to walk at the front and the father walks behind them. This is why Bap Dada is also pleased to see such children. There are even such children who are merged in unbroken love. There is also a rosary of such children, whether in this land or abroad. In both places, there are such children who can't remember anything except the Father and the service. We all know about Mirabai, Mere to Girdhar Gopal, Dusro na koi. So there are children who remember Baba and Seva, nothing else. Bab Dada is meeting with Jagdish Bhai. Baba is telling you, saw such children, did you not? You had a good tour, did you not? You put into the corporeal form the special, you put into the corporeal form the special blessings you received from corporeal Baba. You experienced success as your birthright, did you not? सफलता ही मेरा जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है. Out of all kinds of success, what is the sign of special success? The elevated success is that Bap Dada becomes visible. When Father is visible in you, जब हम बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष कर पाते हैं, when the Father is visible in you, that is elevated success. This is the means of revelation. Whoever goes on a tour to be able to give the experience of being equal to the Father is the sign of success. As you progress further, this is the sound that will continue to spread everywhere. Even more, when a child has courage, the Father definitely helps. Karavanhar, the one who acts through others, makes it happen. Acha, to those who are always completely fortunate, to the rightful children who have total rights, to those who constantly stay in the combined form of the Father and I, to the lucky and lovely children who constantly remain immersed in the ocean of love, remembrance, and namaste from the bestower of fortune and the bestower of blessings. Jagdish Bhai gave Bap Dada news of the tour abroad and gave personal remembrance by name of all the brothers and sisters. The news of everyone's love continue to reach Bap Dada, and it has reached even now. Bap Dada especially congratulates all the children abroad in all the different places. Congratulations for what? In transforming your sanskars, language, and the way of life. The majority of you have been intense effort makers. It is as though someone goes away to a completely new world. You adopt new systems and customs and relationships. And even then, you always move along whilst considering yourself to be the rightful souls of the previous cycle. Therefore, special congratulations on being able to transform yourself. You remember Bap Dada with so much love, and that always reaches Bap Dada. You even forget yourself and always remember the Father in everything. This is a special transformation. You move along on the basis of this love. You sustain this love. The sustenance of subtle love makes you move forward. Acha, to all those who have sent love and remembrance, the Father, the ocean of love, is also giving aprons full of love to all of them. The children from Bharat are no less. The people abroad become happy when they sing about the fortune of Bharat. It was because the people of Bharat awoke that they were able to awaken those abroad. It is those from Bharat who awoke. If all you did not exist abroad, how could there have been so many centers? This is why you have all been spread everywhere. You open a center in such a short time, you take birth, grow up a little, and you open a center. You do that standing on your own feet and not depending on anyone. You don't even have the support of waiting for an invitation. You use everything you have in the subtle and physical way and open a center whilst keeping courage. However, it is the responsibility of all of you to sustain them. They do not lack courage. However, to give help is also the task of all of you as well as the Father. They became happy when they listened to the depths of knowledge. They move along on the basis of yoga and love. However, to go further into the depths of knowledge will make them instruments for further service. The depths of knowledge is required to prepare the mind. The result of being able to give the experience of knowledge and the Father is good. When anyone goes there, they become so happy. Their experience is as though a star from sky has come to the earth. Bab Dada speaking to Dadiji and Dadi Janki. The third image, Didi, is merged in both of you. You are equal to the Father. It is not that you have to become that. You already are. Do you experience this? Just as the Father takes the support of Brahma to do service, in the same way, you are also instruments for the Father. At the present time, the Father, Karavanhar, is enabling his task to be carried out through the instruments. You are especially instruments. He is enabling the task to be carried out through Brahma in the subtle form and through you in the corporeal form. Bab Dada gives you love and remembrance even more times than a multi-million times every second. You are the decoration. You are the special decoration of the Father and of Mother. Bab Dada is pleased to see you at every moment. Acha, Om Shanti. Let us take a pause for a few seconds, and then we'll start. Om Shanti. Anybody would like to share?
Om Shanti.
Yes.
So Baba, talked about the three rights that we have: is happiness, peace, and purity. So, Baba says when it comes to happiness, we have to transform the darkness of sorrows and, to happiness. So there should not be any sorrow. So we have to become that. And then when it comes to peace, peace is, we know it's our original nature, our original religion. So, you even die, but you don't lose your religion of peace, right? You may lose your head, but you don't let go of your religion. That's what Baba says. And that is also a rights that we have inheritance from got inherited from the father. And then the third Baba says is the purity. And when it comes to purity, our behavior and our interaction and our face, all that should experience others, the personality of purity and the royalty that we have got from the Father. So this all needs to come in, full percentage, not in. Though children are number-wise, accordingly, they show that how much they are accumulated from the Father. So this is the takeaway from. Oh, Shanti.
A very nice, brother. You rightly said that what Baba talks about three lines. Baba's talking about the rights, three rights of happiness, peace, and purity. Here it is mentioned in today's Murli, that the sweetest father is celebrating a meeting with his sweet children in the sweet home. That the sweetest father is celebrating, is enjoying the meeting with his sweet children. When the word sweet comes, what I feel and what Baba means to say by the sweet children, by the word sweet, the first letter S stands for soul conscious. When we are in soul conscious state, when we are in Atmabhimani stage, when we are in Nirakari, Nirvikari, Nirahankari stage, we become combined with the Father. And when we become combined with the Father, we also become like Father. That is the knowledge which Baba gives us. We become Gyan Swarup, Gyan Murta. That is, we become embodiment of knowledge. And in that process, enlightenment happens. That's what in today's Murli, Baba says, Even in adverse situations, with the rights obtained from ocean of happiness, with the enlightenment of the knowledge, they transform any sorrow into happiness. Peacelessness into peaceful, all negativity into positivity. That's what the magic happens. And it's really something wonderful that yes, we do children enjoy the Milan with Baba, but here the line is telling the sweetest father is celebrating a meeting with his sweet children in the sweet home. This line is really touched the heart. Baba is also enjoying the meeting. Anybody else will like to share?
This is also another interesting point that Papa says that we love that the children's love is greater or the father's love.
Yes.
So right, yeah. So Baba really says children first, and Baba clearly say why Baba always try to put the children ahead, because we know that it is Father who has more love than us children, because we forget Baba because of our old sanskars, but Baba doesn't really forget us, right, children. So in that way, if you think, it is always the Father, and Father is putting us children in the front all the time. Right, that's because when we remember him and love him, right, and when we respond to him, Father wants that, and that's one reason Baba says why he wants to put us children at the front always, and it is good for us also, right? It is just like you imagine a father and child walking, so always father will walk behind the children, will make sure that the children is walking and entertained, and somehow make him walk, right? So here also Baba is giving us a lot of points, good points, entertaining and energizing points every day. And these points are helping us to move forward on the path of effort making. Yeah, Om Shanti. Thank you.
Right. It is really wonderful. The line itself is wonderful. बाबा ज्यादा प्यार करता है कि बच्चे ज्यादा प्यार करते हैं? Who loves more? Whose love is more? Definitely, Baba's love is Avinasi. Baba never forgets us. But we children, we only remember Baba when we need Baba. When we don't need, we don't remember Baba.
Good example is Satyuk, Satyuk Treta.
Yes, yes. In Satvik, you don't need Baba, so you don't remember Baba. So, in today's world, also in today's context, also, when the child is small, he remembers the father, parents. When the child becomes big, he becomes young, he doesn't need the father. We have seen several news that what type of accidents is going on in today's world. The children leave apart their parents to the old age home, and they talk and they just are of the opinion that they cannot take care of the father. Baba is giving a very good and wonderful example. And this is the way of doing Iswariya Palana. Baba tells, तुम बच्चे आगे आगे चलते हो, मैं तुम्हारे पीछे पीछे चलता हूं. just to see the picture. The child is walking and the father is walking behind. What the wonderful Palna Baba is giving us. He is observing us, analyzing us, and giving us the inputs, very fine inputs, very valuable inputs, making us valuable.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
3 lines. When this word 3 lines come, I always link it to the 3 things. First of all, a word right, R-I-G-H-T, comes only when we belong. So when we belong to someone, we inherit everything from that someone. So the right of inheritance comes only when we belong. So first of all, we have to see, do we belong to Baba? Then only the question of claiming a right comes over here. Baba always mentions of 3 things. He mentions of the crown, the throne, the tilak. Then he mentions about sustenance, study, blessings. In fact, Baba mentions all these 3 as lines of fortune on the forehead of each children. But this kind of line which Baba is speaking about, the right to happiness, peace and purity, it is based on the present Brahman life picture. It's now, because it is now that the fortune Baba is equally distributing to all his children for a world of future. So this Shreshta Sankalp is something which we have to get now. So first of all, we have to understand, enjoy inheritance. Then we can claim rights. And once we belong to somebody, he doesn't make a difference between girl child and boy child, or first one or last one. He gives everyone the same. So I have to experience myself first to be the child of Bhagwan. If I experience myself to be the child of Bhagwan, then I become Bhagyavan, then I have fortune, inheritance. And this inheritance is imperishable. So do I have that sparkle on my forehead? Am I intoxicated? Are people able to see on my forehead, wow, what right this person has got? Kiska bacha hai? Whose child it is that the soul is sparkling so much? So this sparkle and intoxication of the inheritance of happiness, peace and purity, is it merged? Like I'm sustained in the lap of God. I walk on the carpet with him. I swing in his embrace and I never step on the mud. I think this kind of sparkle and intoxication is needed if we really need to spread this 3 lines of fortune which Baba has mentioned in today's Murli. Om Shanti.
Very rightly said, sister, that when we belong to anybody, we get the right. Although we tell that Mera bhai, Mera behan, but Mera is only Baba. Many of us have understood this word, Mera Baba. Baba के अलावा मेरा कोई अपना नहीं है. Most of the children of Baba have understood, because different situations arises in life, and we find that all the relations are based on certain conditions. Different relations, different love has got certain conditions, but Baba's love is unconditional. because we are child of Baba. So we belong to Baba, but due to body consciousness, we are forgotten. And again, Baba comes in this Purushottam Sangam Yuga and gives us the knowledge that you are a soul. And when we get the knowledge and we start doing the Purusharth, and when we combine with Baba, get combined, get connected with Baba, then we experience. तब अनुभूति होती है बाबा ही मेरा है. Although in bhakti we have said त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बंधु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या धर्मं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. भगवान तुम ही मेरे माता हो, तुम ही मेरे पिता हो. That he factor, that you are only my father, you are only my mother. Although we were pronouncing this, but we were not understanding it. But now in this Purushottam Sangam Yuga, with the knowledge that I am a soul and practicing it, combining it with Baba, now we have understood Baba hi mera, tameva sarvam mam deva deva, Baba se hi hamara sarva sambandh hai. And when we experience it, and when we get connected with Baba, we experience it, and the sparkle comes on our face. And people do realize that these children are having spark on their face. They are extraordinary children. So it's very right. To that only Baba has said in this today's Murli, the spiritual personality and the royalty of purity are visible in the pure soul, in the fortunate soul. Very correct.
I just want to add one more thing which I took from the Murli. It's about Jagdish Bhai.
Right.
Baba's Sanjay, Baba's Ganesh. I think one should go through his complete bio to understand him. There are so many stories where Jagdish Bhai, the way he found what he belonged to and how he belonged to such a God and how he claimed the right. And not only claimed the right, he helped the world to say, he revealed it through his books and all to say that this inheritance, this kind of success, what we have, belongs to everyone. But today, when Baba in this Murli gives him a special title, he has brought in practical form the special blessing which was given by Sakar Baba. There were two people mostly. I remember still when he had to release a book or something, nothing came on the line of his thing, and the document had to go to the press. He's saying the hand of Mama on his head, something happened, and then thoughts flew, and then the document reached the press. There are so many such instances. But today, when Baba said, Jagdish Bhai is a proof of a right of light of success, elevated success. And through in Jagdish Bhai, the Father can be seen. That is why I think when he left the body, he had this one thing that he wanted to spread his word throughout. So Baba took him in the subtle region, a tour of the whole world. This one thing that he experienced the proof of a right of light of success. I think this one example is enough for us to know how he really became a Karanhar through the Karavanhar. Jagdish Bhai. Om Shanti.
It's really wonderful that the sign of elevated success, that is Bap Dada, becomes visible from us. Baba says, when Father is visible in you, that is elevated success. This is the means of revelation. Very nice. Baba wants us to transform ourselves and inculcate all the knowledge which Baba is giving us. Baba wants us to become Gyan Swarup, Gyan Amurta, and Baba wants us to become sweet and transform ourselves and transform the world by becoming Bap Saman. Baba is also talking, while talking to Dadiji, Baba tells that you are special decoration of the father and Madhuban. We children also have to do Purusharth as Jagdish Bhai did, as Dadis did, and follow the footsteps of Brahma Baba, Dadiji, and also become decoration of the father and Madhuban. And when we will really become that, Bap Dada will be really pleased to see. With that, Om Shanti. Should we proceed for meditation?
Yes, Bhaji, please.
One minute.
From the best mango farms in India.
Baba is giving wonderful drishti and with the wonderful drishti of Baba, all our negativities is getting transformed into positivity. All the turbulency is getting transformed and it is becoming streamlined. Everything is becoming wonderful. We all are becoming soul conscious. And as we are becoming soul conscious, we are becoming close to Baba. And now combine to Baba. And with the powerful drishti of Baba, we are becoming a small child, and Baba is putting us in his lap. And now I recognize only Baba. I remember only Baba. Baba's drishti, Baba ही मेरा संसार है. Now this world is no more mine. Baba ही मेरा संसार. मेरा Baba, 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 मेरा Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Sanjay Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.